This is a video on mathematics for the students of class 9. We were discussing about expansion. This is the third chapter in your textbook. We were discussing the exercise 3.2 and this is the fourth part of the video. Exercise 3.2. Today we'll be concluding this chapter. First sum of discussion is a plus 1 by a is equal to p. We need to prove that a cube plus 1 by a cube is equal to p into p square minus 3. Now this kind of sums we had discussed in the previous video. So the power is 1 here, but we need to convert it to the power of 3. So we know that we need to cube it on the both sides. So once we cube it, we get the form of a plus b whole cube. Once you expand, this is what our equation comes like, because this a and here a gets cancelled. A and 1a here gets cancelled, so you're left with a plus 1 by a. Now we know that a plus 1 by a is equal to p, so instead of this we can replace it with p. Now you have a cube plus 1 by a cube plus 3p is equal to p cube. Now if I take this plus 3p to the right hand side of the equation, it becomes p cube minus 3p, and so we can write it in the form of the question like p into p square minus 3. And hence the equation is proved. Next question is, if a square minus 3a plus 1 is equal to 0, we need to find a square plus 1 by a square. Now we see that here one of them is a square. We do not have any term in fraction. So what we can do is, if we divide each term by a, we get what? A square by a minus 3a by a plus 1 by a. So here a gets cancelled, here a and one of the a here gets cancelled. So we are left with a plus 1 by a minus 3 is equal to 0. I'm taking 3 to your right hand side, and then on squaring both sides we get a plus b whole square is equal to this. We get a form of a plus b whole square. So when you expand this, you know we get an equation like this. So here a again gets cancelled, so you're left with a square plus 1 by a square plus 2 is equal to 3. Taking 2 on the right hand side, you're left with a square plus 1 by a square is equal to 1. So our answer is here. This is what we were asked to solve in. Third question is, if a plus b plus c is equal to 12 and ab plus bc plus ca is equal to 22, find a square plus b square plus c square. Now we've been given this equation. Now we know that we need to use the formula of a square plus a plus b plus c whole square to get this form. We have also been given ab plus bc plus c. So the question is very obvious. We need to use a plus b plus c whole square formula. Once you apply this, you get a equation. Once you expand this, you get a form like this. So we have to find the value of a square plus b square plus c square. We know the value of ab plus bc plus ca, which is 22. So 2 into 22 becomes 44. And since we have squared on both the sides, so this 12 square becomes 144. So a square plus b square plus c square is equal to 144 minus 44. So your answer is this. So this kind of sums are very similar types given in your book. So you can solve all the questions and see if you've understood the concept behind the question, because what you need to do is, I've told in the first slide also, that you have to learn the formulas that have been given in your textbook. Only then you can know which formula is to be applied where. Okay, the last question from this exercise, from this chapter, is, if the given number x is less than the number y and the sum of the squares of x and y is 29, find the product of xy. So we know that the given number is x is less than the number y. So the difference between basically x minus y is minus 3, because the given number x is less than the number y and the sum of the squares of x and y is 29. So we know that x minus y is equal to minus 3, which we can write it as y minus x is equal to 3. Now x square because sum of the squares is 29. That means x squared plus y squared is 29. So if I square y minus x on both the sides, or you can also solve with x minus y is equal to 3, your answer will remain same, because minus 3, if you square it on the both sides, you'll get 9 only as your answer. So here when you expand this, so you get y squared minus 2xy plus x squared is equal to 9. X squared plus y squared we know is 29, and here you have minus 2xy. Remember, we have to find the product of x and y. So xy is also here in the form of solution. It's already ready. So 9 minus 29 gives you minus 20, and then xy, it is actually 29 into minus. So when I bring it here, it becomes plus 29. So 9 plus 29 will give you 20. So you have 2xy. Now once you divide it, xy becomes 10. So this is how you have to solve the sum set. If you know the formula, it will be easier for you to understand the sum and then solve it. So this is all we have from this chapter. Students are advised to solve all the questions in this chapter in your textbook that have been given, and it will be easier for you to understand if you learn the formulas and then solve it. And in the view of doing the sums also, if you use the formulas there, you'll remember those formulas. Application is more important. So this is all we have from today. Thank you.